Hello, lovelies. Welcome back to my channel. Today I will be doing a January wrap-up here for you. Sorry if my dogs get a little, our neighbor is shooting their gun and Otis and Fargus do not like it. But, so, get into this. So this January wrap-up is going to include everything from the witchy to the mundane. But I'm going to start this off with talking about my January card of the month, which I did use the Light Seers Tarot when I did my year ahead spread. So let me just, hold on. It was the Two of Cups. So let me, Seven of Cups. See, I don't like when my stuff is, you know, I apologize. I should have found this card before I started the video, but while I'm flipping through here, I can just show you, you know, some of my favorite cards. The Moon. So Ace of Cups, Five of Cups, Two of Wands, Two of Swords. Okay, is that, there we go. Two of Cups. So Two of Cups from the Light Seers, and this is what I wrote for January. A cosmic connection between two energies, two amplifies the energy of one and can create a strong emotional bond. You can never lose when you lead with your heart. Now, my takeaway from that is, so I didn't preemptively write anything down because I wanted to just speak it. So what I get from like looking back at January, and so my original thought was with that was, of course, you know, I am in a like newer relationship. We just moved in together, so we are still like finding our balance and our way now that we're living together. And so we have done wonderfully with that. I really enjoy living with him. He, you know, just makes me feel amazing. And I did have fears of, so I tend to do this thing where I will put off my, like what I need to do or what I want so that my partner, you know, can have what they want. But I've been really good about, you know, like my videos and working on my YouTube channel and doing all of the things. So I've been very good about that. But also cosmic connection. So unexpectedly, my bestie and I have decided to probably start our podcast again, Craft and Cast, and that's what I'm going to talk about too here in a minute. But we have decided to team up once again to start our podcast over again. I'm very excited about that. It is something that when it ended 6 years ago, it was very unexpected. It was something that we didn't really want to end. So it's going to be good for it to start back up again. And this is something that I've really wanted to do. Just like you can never lose when you lead with your heart. 2025 is going to be very much about me leading with my heart instead of my head all of the time. I really want to lead with my heart in spiritual, in the witchy, in the mundane, in everything, because I've had a tendency to not do that. So, Two of Cups for the month of January from the Light Seers Tarot. So, put that up. Next that I wanted to talk about are the decks for January, decks that I've used and new decks that I have bought or received. So the first deck, so a couple of these you have seen, so there's 4. 2 you have seen in videos, 2 you have not seen. So this first one I just purchased the other day. It is called Apothecary Spirits Oracle, and it is by Eric Millay, Michael Anthony, and Thomas Whitholt. And it says the Apothecary Spirits Oracle is an oracle deck of 64 lovingly illustrated cards featuring a range of ingredients and tools used by modern day herbalists seen through a queer, inclusive lens. So I saw this deck, and immediately within like 10 minutes of seeing it, I went and I purchased it because I was so intrigued. So this is the, well, also because, as you know, I am an herbalist, so any like plant, flower, herb centric deck I'm here for. So this is the guidebook, and it is a pretty thick, meaty guidebook. There is a ton of, there's quite a few spreads that you can use in here. Each card has about 2 pages, and sometimes, so like so some of them have like a recipe with them that you can do. Of course, some of them you should not ingest. So some of those will not, of course, have recipes, but the ones you can ingest do. And I'm just going to do a quick little show and tell because I will do a full flip through and walk through in a later video. But this is the back. And it is a very, look at that green on the sides. So usually decks have like the very pretty foil edging, which I'm a slut for a good foil edge. But I really like this one too because it's very muted and it's not, you know, it's just green. But so like there's aloe and there's no borders, which you know I love. No borders. This is ashwagandha. So there are some body parts in a few of these. Beeswax. Let's see here. California poppy. He's seeping. Or like coffee. So it is a very watercolor. It's not minimalistic because in some of these cards there's a lot going on, but it is very watercolor, line drawings. I am very drawn to that type of art. Damiana. Let's just go further down in here. Grape hyacinth. Let's see. Honey. Honey. Irish moss. And then they do have the like tools of herbalism, like jars and kettle. So this deck I am very intrigued to use. I'm very excited because as you know, I do love my plants. I do love my flowers. I love incorporating them into things. So I'm very excited to use this deck. So that was the Apothecary Spirits Oracle. Next is the Heavenly Bodies Astrology deck, which you did see in my Me and Astrology video, which I will link down below. I just want to make a note because I will forget. So you did see this one in that video. I have used it a little bit and can't really give a definite yes or no that it is helping me remember things about astrology, but I like it. But let me just real quickly flip through a couple of the cards here with you on this one. So it does have all of the signs like Libra, Scorpio, and then it does have the houses like house 10. So there's 12 houses, so it has all 12 houses, of course. And then it has the elements, like earth, and it has all of the like conjunctions and all of that good stuff, and the cardinal, fixed, mutable signs. But if you would like to hear more about that deck, I did go more in depth in the Me and Astrology video. So as I said, I will link that below. So if you would like to go and give that video a gander, I did go more in depth on this deck. So that is Heavenly Bodies Astrology. Next is, so this deck I have wanted for many, many years. When it was first published by the creator themselves, it sold out and I was not able to get a copy. And then they did not reprint it or do, like another run of it. So I was unable to get it. But as I was on the Witch's Moon website ordering things and looking at their moon market, as one does, I saw it and I said, I have to have it. So it is the Lumina Tarot by Lauren Aletta. Let your intuition guide you. I have wanted this deck for so long. And now that I finally have it, I'm so excited. It is by Rockpool. Well, the mass market producer of it. It does have a very pretty guidebook. Each card has 2 pages. You do get a color picture of it. But let me get into the cards. Number 1. That foil edge, like a rainbow foil edge. Cardstock is really good, but look at these. Look at these cards. Like, they're so pretty. Again, very watercolor, very line, a lot of lines. It does have a little border, but it's not terrible. So I can live with it. Let me show you some of my, I really do like that one. The 8 of Pentacles. I will be doing, again, a full walkthrough of this in a later video, so I'll only do like a few of these cards. I'm trying to find the one that I have shuffled through this a couple times, and I am in love. So this will definitely be in my collection for a while, and this will be one of my working decks once I so the working decks I currently have on my desk, I will probably keep those up until probably about March, and then I'll switch through, and I'm really thinking that this is going to be one of the next decks that I use. Death. This is very Harry Potter Death Eater tattoo, or Mark of the Dark Lord. Oh, here we go. Here's Zamoon. She's very pretty, very hippie-ish. I love the color. But I am so excited that I finally have this deck. It's been a long time coming, and I'm very excited to be using it. Put that back in there. So once again, that is the Lumina Tarot by Lauren Aletta. And then this last one you saw in my last video, unboxing of the Page of Cups quarterly with the Witch's Moon, which is Call of the Morrigan Oracle. This deck is so pretty, and so on that video someone did comment that this deck would probably go well with Tarot of the She or City, and I did look that tarot up, and you are correct. That deck very much goes right with this one. So that's the back. And then there's a lot going on in each card, but it is so pretty, and it is very much the Morgan. Let me see. Washer at the Ford. Oath. So this deck is very, very, very more the Morgan, and I am very excited to start to use this deck. I don't know exactly. I did have the thought to use it just for the Morgan, but I already have a tarot deck that I dedicated to the Morgan that I use for her. So this deck may be for me. So that is all of my new decks that I got. And then I'm going to very quickly show you the decks that are currently on my desk that I am working with right now. So for tarot decks, we have first off the Joyseeker Tarot. I do have an unboxing video of this that I will link down. Ooh, peppers are under my desk. Joyseeker Tarot. Let's see. There's no like author for the Joyseeker, so you can find it at joyseekertarot.com. Or I bought this on Etsy as well. But this is the back. And it is very animal-y, very purple, purple maroon, 8 of Swords, very purpley maroon color. I love it so much. As I was looking through and picking the next decks that I was going to work with, this one really stuck out to me. It doesn't have any really pretty edging, but that's okay. The cards themselves are a little thin, but I'm not that rough when shuffling my decks, so it doesn't really bother me. So that was the Joyseeker. Then we have this this is the Prisma Visions Tarot by James R. Eads. And it is I love the box. Little guidebook for you. Gilded edges. That is the back. Little eyeball. No borders on this one. I haven't done an unboxing on this deck, so. And as this deck has come to be known for, so each card itself in the wands and the cups and the pentacles, if you line them all up, it makes a huge picture. And it kind of tells the story of that suit. Let's see. Zimu. Very pretty. Little boat, 2 wolves howling. The Hermit. So this is a very, I do like this card. Death. So this is a very good, I love this deck. It's so pretty. I love the box. I love everything about it. I also have the Prism Visions Oracle deck as well. He also has a third one that's like a very very deep maroon color. I can't remember the name of that. If any of you know it, let me know. But this is the Prismavisions Tarot by James R. Eads. So pretty. Next, we have the Naked Heart Tarot. This one I did buy directly from the creator, Jillian C. Wild. It is, again, a very nice box. She includes a very thick guidebook here for you. A lot of information in that guidebook. But this is the back. And the backs can also be used as a like crystal grid if you would like to do so. But this is a very animal-centric deck. So swords, no borders, of course. The Naked Heart card. 5 of Swords. Little shark. Child of Wands. So it's very animal, it's very simplistic. I love how and when she chooses to use the colors. This is Sky Father. 2 of Swords. So this is a really good deck. I know she had, after she released, I think she did 1 or 2 self-published editions, and then she did the mass production of it. So I do believe you can purchase this from a mass producer. But I started following her from the beginning of when she was still creating it, and she would post updates and give us like picture hints and stuff like that of the cards themselves. So I knew as soon as she was done, I was like, it's fine. Okay, next are the Oracle decks that I have on my desk that I work with right now. So I always have at least 6 decks, 3 tarot and 3 Oracle. Sometimes I only really use 2 of the oracles and 2 of the tarot decks, or something along those lines. So this deck I haven't really used a lot here recently, but I plan to. This is the Green Witches Oracle deck. This deck has really been calling to me here lately. Has a little guidebook. You do get some spreads. Each card you get a full color picture, and then the second page is the meaning, and then you get a reflection, to reflect on with the card itself. But here's the back. And then you get really like cauldron. And then it has keywords at the bottom: creation, opportunity, caring, walking staff. Let's see. Hedge. Pine tree. Fog, obscurity, and feeling lost. Then they have some like food, like fruit. Simoon. So there are quite a few things in this deck, and I really want to use this more. That's one of the reasons why I keep the decks on my desks, and I work with them for at least a few months, so that I can make sure to really see if I feel pulled to work with some of the decks that I have on here. But put the deck away. That was the Green Witches Oracle deck. Next, we have the Wild Unknown Archetypes, and I have them out of their box. So this is the guidebook, which is very, look at that, there's a lot. So with each one you get a black and white picture on one side and then the info on the other. This is one of my weird shaped decks. It is a circle. So this is the back. And then it is a circle, and so these are a little hard to shuffle because they are in a circle, but I do have the 10 pocket size edition, so sometimes I will shuffle with the smaller one, get the card, and then get the big card to keep on my, because I keep my, so when I do my pulls for the week, I do an animal deck pull and this pull, and so I will keep them on my desk. So if I shuffle with a small one, I will pull the card I get from that deck to keep on my desk. The animal, the shapeshifter. Eros, the thread. So this deck is very, I'm so sorry, my eyeball is itching so bad right there at the corner. So this deck is very, it's very meaty as well. There's a lot of cards, like I can't really fit my hand around. It is one of my weird shaped decks, like I said, but I do pull from this every week. And that was the Wild Unknown Archetypes. And then last, but not, certainly not least, is the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit. To get guidebook, another meaty little guidebook. I love this deck because it has animals in it. I do tend to go for the animal plant world. So in this one you get a black and white of the card. I think it's all black and white. Yeah, black and white of the card and then the meaning on the other side. But this one is very, very pretty. So this is the back. So it is kind of like a scaly, animal-esque backing. Dragonfly, and each one has one of the elemental symbols at the top, and that's how they are broken up in the guidebook, is by their element. Butterfly, rabbit, let's see, oops. Fox, nightingale, let's see, oh, beaver, otter, crow. So we do have animals from earth, air, water, and then she does have like ones for, let's see, for, I don't think, does she have fire? I think, let me see here. I think she does. Okay. Yeah, fire is 20. Starts at 26. Okay, yeah. So it's the sometimes I get the elemental symbols like it's like panther. Lion. So they're the, seems like they're like the predators. Ooh, or lizard. So yeah, so she has all of the elements, and then she has a few specialty cards like unicorn or cosmic egg or things like that that you can get into as well. So that was The Wild Unknown Animal Spirit by Kim Krantz. Okay, so that was the decks that I have bought and that I have been using in the month of January. So you did just see one of them, so I did just want to talk about how I restarted the Witch's Moon box, and then I got January's Witch's Moon box, but I also got the Page of Cups quarterly, and my fave thing out of those two boxes, of course, was Call of the Morgan Oracle deck that I am very, very excited to work with. Next, I just wanted to go over the incense I've been really called to use this month. So 2 from the Witch's Moon box. So this one I did just get in the January box. It is their cedar wood. And then I've also been using their patchouli ritual incense. And as you can see, I've had these, so I keep their incenses for quite a while. But as you can see the difference in the stickers and the labels, I love that I've been getting the Witch's Moon for so long that I can see the evolution of their branding and of what they offer. Because when I was first getting the Witch's Moon box, they did not offer really like anything else box wise. So I'm so proud of them. I'm so proud that they have stuck around and they're able to procure all of the wonderful items that they do. Next incense are some that I get. So this one is called Celestial Bliss. And it's one of, that people really, really know and recognize, Celestial Bliss. And then I also like this one. It's called the Eliminator. It actually helps to eliminate unwanted odors whenever you burn it. So I do really like that one. And then this one is what I use for the Morgan. So this incense is the only incense I burn on her altar. I burn it for her, and she loves this one. So this one is the Super Hit by the Satya. I love these boxes. I love how they have, the little images and stuff on them. I love this stuff. So those are the incense that I've really been burning and really into here in the month of January, which I am burning the cedar wood back here right now. Next, I did just want to go over some of the books I've read or am currently reading here in January. First off, just want to say I do own, just get it out from under here, a Kindle. So I do read a lot on my Kindle, and it is mainly smut. So yeah. But I did just want to show off the back of my Kindle. I do love this one. It's Jesus, and it says, "Is that smut again?" And the answer is yes. If it's on the Kindle, yes. Next, I think I told you all that I had bought these. So Kellyanne Maddox, who is a creator here on YouTube, she's a professional tarot reader, spiritual counselor. She will help you do many, 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 many things. She is also an author, and I bought both of her books, and I just finished Rebel Witch, which I really enjoyed. I will say it is more so geared towards the beginner or newbie, which is fine. There was some information in here that, you know, I found interesting. And so I did enjoy this book, Rebel Witch. And then I am currently reading, I'm like right here on it, Witch in Darkness. Now this one is, I am very much enjoying this one. It has a lot of good tips, tricks, things that you can do. Currently, I am reading the dark drama. I am up to the dark drama section, but there's so much in here. Next, of course, I am rereading, and I'm about this much through 78 Degrees of Wisdom. This book I come back to a lot. She says things in here and has tips and tricks and things in here that just, it very much calls to me. So I also highlight in my books and stuff of things that I like. So for the star, I don't know if y'all know, but I have a love-hate relationship with the star. It's one of the cards that I sometimes have a hard time reading intuitively because it always feels very like neutral and very bland to me. But I highlighted, if the star indicates the human as a link between the spirit and the outer world, then the card reversed symbolizes the channels closed. And when the waters of life are dammed up inside, the outside can only become tired and depressed. So she goes further into the cards themselves, and I really like it. Or the moon. The moon is a card of the imagination as it molds the energy of the star into shapes that the consciousness can comprehend. So I am working my way through this one again. And those are the 3 witchy books that I've been actively reading and or finished in the month of January. Next, I just wanted to talk about a couple YouTube creators. One I just recently found, and that I have started to watch their videos, and I'm really enjoying myself. Coyote Tarot. I think it was one of their decks of 2024 videos, but I watched it, I loved it, so I subscribed, and I've been slowly going through and watching their videos. One that I've been subscribed to for a while, and I just want to give a shout out because I really enjoy her, My Haunted Home. She does a lot of course, witchy and tarot, but also not witchy and tarot. She does personal, mundane things as well, which I really enjoy. So I just wanted to shout out those 2 creators. Let's see. Okay, so on to some mundane things here. First off, I did get a couple new notebooks. You know, I love my notebooks. I have a bunch of empty ones around here just waiting to be filled up with, you know, all types of goodness. But I did get this one at Michael's because look at that cover. Oh, goodness. And then I got this one at Walmart. Look how pretty that is. So those are my 2. They kind of go together. These are my 2 new journals I got in January. And also, I think I've talked about this before, but the Sharpie pens, the Esh Gel, are some of my, like, I exclusively use these pens. And the ones I have were running out of ink. I found a green. Look at that. I already, like, opened it. But I found a green. I love these so much. And my bestie does too. So whenever we buy presents for, or when I buy presents for her, I always include a pack of these pens because they are fucking amazing. Um, Next mundane, I have, so just to give you an update on me, last year, I was diagnosed with adrenal PCOS, and I am currently in the process of being diagnosed with a few other things, including but not limited to probably Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, maybe POTS. I have a couple appointments with a neurologist to hopefully exclude from my diagnosis of MS. So I've really been on this journey of getting on medication, getting off medication, trying out things. And I have currently started taking some new vitamins in my regimen. I call them my nighttime pills. But I have started 3 new vitamins in addition to all of my other prescribed medications that I take on a daily basis. So now, at the young age of 36, I'll be turning 37 in April, I now have a pill organizer that has a day and a night, because my tummy can't handle taking all the pills together at once, so I have to separate them. So I've come to that, but that's okay. But yeah, that was my January 2025 wrap up with my decks, incense, books, things like that. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you liked. If you are currently reading or using any of the decks or incense that I am, let me know. Let me know what you think. And I wish you the best week, day, what have you. Blessings and growth. And I will see you next time. Bye.